Alrighty, and now the Bible has the answer. The questions are yours. I go to the Bible, God's holy word, to find answers for these good questions again today. Question number 1. Are there 7 or 8 Beatitudes? Well, you find the Beatitudes in Matthew chapter 5, and verse 10 says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake." And verse 11 says, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you." Both, and there are 8 Beatitudes here, both of them have to do with suffering for the cause of Christ. And some people say there are only 7 Beatitudes because this 8th one adds strength to the 7th and is not a new beatitude. I would say that it is new in that it emphasizes the 7th and tells everybody who is going through a rough time because of their faith in Jesus Christ that God in heaven sees what they are going through and will reward them. Now, question number 2 for today: does Proverbs 22:6 mean that all who are raised in godly homes will go to heaven? Well, that verse says, "Raise up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Does that mean that everyone who grows up in a Christian, a godly home, will be in heaven at last? Hardly. Dr. Price, my companion in Toronto, says that this is a proverb and not a promise. And so you have to take into account the statement of Romans 14 verse 12 that each one of us will give account of himself to God. You aren't saved because you have Christian parents. You are saved if you put your trust in Jesus Christ as your personal Savior and Lord. And now question number 3. After 27 years common law marriage, should we have a legal marriage? What a question. And it comes from a sincere person, I'm sure. Well, the Bible in 1 John chapter 3 says that if your heart condemns you not, then you have peace with God. I am sure that your heart is troubling you because you don't have a legal marriage. My advice to you is to get a license and a couple of witnesses and go to a pastor nearby who in a very few minutes' time can set your mind at ease, and you can have a legal ceremony, and you can put your heart, your mind, your conscience at peace. Thank you so much for these good questions. I trust the answers have been a blessing. If you have a question you'd like me to use on The Bible Has the Answer, please write it out, send it to me. I'll be pleased to hear from you, and I'll get to your question on the air just as quickly as I can. And when you write, all the address you need is simply Faith to Live By, Box 426, Winnipeg, Manitoba, and the code is R3C2H6. Let's listen now to the male quartet. 2 delightful numbers written in red, followed by Praise My Soul, the King of Heaven.